Hey guys, welcome back to episode 6 now of Watch Takes and Watches with Oliver. I'm glad to have you here. So for today, we're going to be talking about the transistorized movement. But before we get into that, if you haven't seen my previous episode with Bulova Connoisseur Mike, episode 5, please go ahead and check that out. Before we begin, let's go ahead and do a wrist take. I am wearing my Caravelle Electro Time Set-O-Matic. This is definitely giving me Tissot PRX vibes. This is dated from 1979, and this is one of my transistorized electronic movements from back in the day. Now, there's a lot of questions, right? What is transistorized? So basically, before transistorized, there was an electric movement created by Hamilton, and this essentially was an electric watch that had two contacts that made physical contact, creating electricity for the movement to run. But it was unreliable, it was finicky, and quartz was just on the horizon, but then there was this period of transistorized movements. This is a Caravelle transistorized watch service manual from 1968, and Caravelle was actually one of the manufacturers that was on the leading forefront of transistorized movements. Bulova did have some transistorized movements, mainly found in desk clocks, but as you know, in their wristwatches, they had Accutron and mechanical, so they did not have a need for transistorized. But in the Caravelle lineup, there was the transistorized line. And in here, it says, with the introduction of the Caravelle transistor watch, the Bulova Watch Company has made available to the consumer public another repairable quality product at minimal cost. We also wish to supply Caravelle dealers and individual watchmakers with complete guidance regarding proper adjustment and servicing techniques, and that's what this service manual is all about. The electronic circuit in the Caravelle transistor provides a major improvement over conventional electric watches. The balance wheel is driven electromagnetically by a patented electronically controlled system supplying uniform pulses of energy. Unlike conventional electric watches, there are no troublesome make and break electrical contacts. So that's the forward section right here of this service manual by Bulova. So we're going to just talk a little bit about transistorized movements, go into the watches and see what makes a transistorized watch. Okay, so I have here one of my transistorized watches from 1968. And inside it has the 12 OTC movement, and this is what it says in the operation manual. The Caravelle electronic movement model 12 OTC is fitted with the positive advanced indexing system actuated by the oscillating balance assembly through a dual pallet lever. A train of wheels and pinions transmits controlled rotation to the time of day hands. The electronic circuit incorporates a transistor which acts as an electronic switch or gate. Magnets on the balance wheel and passing over the flat coil assembly induce signals which turn the transistor on and off. The transistor amplifies the signal and feeds current pulses to the coil assembly to drive the 18,000 beat balance wheel electromagnetically by interaction with the magnets mounted on the balance wheel. Resistors in the printed circuit control the current to the drive coil, which sustains balance motion. When the crown is pulled out, a stop lever engages the balance assembly and a switch is opened, stopping the watch and the current in the electronic circuit. So what does that mean? A bunch of mumbo jumbo, right? So think of it this way. In order for the balance wheel to move, there are magnets on it and they pass a coil. This coil is energized, transmitting electricity to the magnets in a positive, negative flow. So essentially when that happens, it forces the balance wheel to spin, and the spring on the balance wheel causes it to rotate back and forth. Pretty simple. The rest of it is like a normal mechanical watch, except there's no mainspring, and it's just powered by a battery and a circuit. Well guys, I hope you guys understood that of what is a transistorized movement. Hopefully that was clearly explained and you got to see a visual of it. I have a couple of transistorized watches I'll definitely be making a review in the near future, and you'll be able to see movements in them. For the most part, the movements are the same. They did use various movements supplied by ESA and Citizen that were transistorized, but the principles are the same. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.